Alrighty, boys. Local Healthstone Vendor here. We're going to start off the day with the Sims. Just want to show you guys the gear that I'm running. Obviously, this says my Unbound Changeling. I changed that over from the HP Trinket, which we're going to talk about later in the video. I'm using Demonic Synergy. Seems to be the best at the moment. It's what the Sims recommend. And I wanted to just get into the new DPS rotation that I've been using, that I've been looking at through Sims, and explain a little bit about what's changed since last video. So let's hop into it. All right, so here we are in Maldraxxus. Here's my info sheet. I'm 204 eye level. We have 28% mastery, 17% haste, 10% crit. You can see we have a bunch of versatility here because I'm rocking some of my Covenant gear that you can upgrade to 190. Recommend doing that. I'm also using the HP Trinket, which I did say we're going to talk about. Also, if you are staying up to date on your Renown, you should be able to use 2 potency conduits today, which is pretty important. It's going to give you a lot of room to boost your DPS. So definitely go and get your Renown up so you can use these. I'm choosing to use Fell Commando and Born of Blood. If you watch Wooey, who is another Demonology Warlock YouTuber, he's using Fatal Decimation, but I could also see a very big case for Tyrant Soul. It's whatever you choose. Just make sure you go get both of them because it's going to give you a pretty heavy DPS increase. So what's changed to the DPS rotation since last video? Well, for one, we're going to be using Vile Fiend over Soul Strike. Sims do say that Nether Portal is good, but in the current raid environment, standing still and using a 3-minute cooldown doesn't really work too well. So I'm going to stick with Demonic Consumption. Now, we're going to talk about this HP Trinket real quick, and for those of you who don't know, me and my friend were very puzzled as to why Warlocks were using this to get high Sims. The reason being is your Warlock pets reflect a portion of your stats. So if you have higher max health, they will too. Demonic Consumption states that your Tyrant drains 15% life from all of your demons. Thus, if they have higher health, he drains more health and does more damage. That's why people are using it. So the most effective time to be using this trinket is going to be right before you summon all your demons. And I'll explain it in the rotation. We're going to go slow here. So the first change is you're going to always want to precast a Demon Bolt before the pull. So around 4 to 5 seconds, precast your Demon Bolt. Make sure you can get up to 5 shards. So we're going to cast our Demon Bolt. We're going to use Grimoire Felguard, followed by Vile Fiend. Then we're going to take 2 Shadow Bolts to hopefully proc our Demonic Calling. We're going to summon the Dreadstalkers and use a Hand of Gul'dan. All of this is going to be buffed by our Gladiator's Emblem. Then we're going to use our Racial, Potion, things like that, and we're immediately going to summon the Tyrant. Now, I was a big fan of immediately using Demonic Strength as soon as the Tyrant came out. It turns out that the faster you get more imps out, the more damage you will do. So when the Tyrant brings you back up to 5, you're going to want to use your Hand of Gul'dan imps. Then it's okay to use a late Demonic Strength. So I'm going to run through that and show you guys what the rotation looks like and talk through it the whole time and show you, the damage that it can do. So, like I said, we're going to precast our Demon Bolt. Then we're going to use the HP Trinket and summon the Felguard. Then the Vile Fiend. 2 Shadow Bolts. 1, 2. Dogs. Hand of Gul'dan. Then we're going to summon our Tyrant. Then we're going to go into the Hand of Gul'dan dump again. And then we're going to use our Demonic Strength, Decimating Bolt, and start filling. And as you can see, we're doing a pretty good amount of damage here. We're doing 5.8, 5.7, 5, all 6. We got up to 6, which is really good. I think that's really good for Demonology at the moment. And obviously I have all my buffs on, and this is no hero. But I wanted to show you guys this rotation because it obviously has changed a lot. And there is a bit of merit to using this HP Trinket. Now, the only reason that people are using it is for those of us that aren't Mythic Raiders and can't get a 226 or 220 Trinket, the Soul Igniter or the Kabbalist Hymnal. It's going to be very hard to squeak out any more damage before we can get to those points. Now, if you do have those, or you have an Unbound Changeling from a really, really high Mythic Plus, they are going to do more DPS than the Emblem. However, the emblem is something that grants you damage. So if you can, grab a friend, get into the 2v2 arenas, and get to 1400, buy yourself the emblem, and see what it does for your Sims. I can't say that it'll improve them by a massive amount, but I can say that it does do more damage. So I'm really happy that I got to bring you guys this. I didn't expect my last video to do well at all, so thank you guys for sticking around. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, and yes, I have run the Sims on all the talents, including Sacrifice Souls, Nether Portal, Inner Demons, all of these things, and these are the highest damage talents you can take, especially for PvE, single target damage. Okay? Thanks, guys. Local Healthstone Vendor, out.